All right, today is going to be your last demonstration day where I show you something. You're going to practice, and then we're going to move on to your final draft. Okay? So when you're thinking about your final draft, you should be hopefully doing a word that you've already practiced a couple times. Okay, don't get onto your final draft and just make up a new word and new letters that you've never even practiced before. That defeats the whole purpose of having rough drafts, right? You should be practicing the letters you're going to be using in the end. Okay? As we also move towards our final draft, we're going to think bigger picture. Okay? Full page drawing. Okay? So today I want you to practice drawing larger, and I'm going to show you a couple other things you can do to sort of specialize your letters. Okay? So what I'm going to show you today is nothing new in terms of the process of doing it. We're still going to do it the same way, but it's just another possibility of a way to make it look a little different. Okay? So my vanishing point, if you'll all pay attention up to the screen, is going to be in the middle. Okay, you can put it wherever you want, obviously. But I'm going to draw really large. Okay, my vanishing point's at the bottom, so I'm going to leave myself a little bit of space, and I'm going to draw my bottom line up a little bit from there because I want space for my vanishing lines and my perspective lines. Okay, so there's my bottom line. I'm going to make this a curve. Okay, so I'm going to find my middle. I'm going to space off my letters just like I've been doing. I am drawing larger, right? So I'm going to make these spaces for my letters bigger. Okay? Leave a little space. Letter. Space. Letter. So I'm going to fill up most of this page with these very large letters. Now on this one, what I haven't showed you yet, the different part, is this is going to be a double curve. And it's going to be opposites. So my bottom line is going to be curved in an arch like this. And my top line, after I move my lines up here, I draw these really large because I want my letters to be as big as I can get them on the page. My top line is going to go opposite of that. So I'm going to make it look kind of like a bow tie shape. So my letters in the middle are going to be much shorter than my letters on the side. Okay? So now once I pull these lines up, you'll see what I'm talking about. So this letter is going to be really tall. This letter is going to be a little bit shorter. This letter is going to be short in the middle, and I'm going to start going back tall towards the edge. Okay, so you can do that. You can arch them opposite ways. If I was doing kind of a wavy line, I could do, the top could be perfectly flat. Or you can think about it in multiple ways. Okay, so you don't just have to go flat bottom, flat top. Some of you like that, but it's not as interesting as it could be. Okay, so feel free to try some new things, but remember that this is going to be your last practice one. Okay, so I'm going to give you for this. This is going to be large, right? So you should be drawing bigger than you have been drawing, unless you've already been doing full page, which is awesome. And you're going to work on this for 2 class periods. This last one for 2 class periods. So I want you to focus on drawing super light, because I know right now every single one of these lines is going to go away, right? This is all just to help me space things out. So I know that these are all going to go away. They should be drawn very lightly. Okay, hold your questions for just a minute, okay? So please, please, please practice drawing lightly. And please, please, please practice drawing really nice straight lines to your vanishing point when you get to that part. Okay, and draw those lightly because half of those lines are going to go away too. Okay, please practice drawing lightly. To sort of give you an idea of what this is going to look like, I finished one earlier. Okay, so you can get an idea of what that could look like in the end. Okay, so play around with the lines a little bit, make those top and bottom lines interesting, something that's a little playful or creative. Okay, and then we're going to work on this one for today and tomorrow. And then we're going to move right on to your final draft. So by the time you get to your final draft, you should be to the point where you're really not making mistakes hardly ever. Okay, obviously everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, but you should be drawing light enough that you can fix them, right? Okay. Questions?